Hello, it's me. Hello, it's me. Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Edna. I am a change specialist, a business coach, a business and executive coach, as well as a master's candidate with the University of South Africa. I am completing my master's degree in industrial and organizational psychology, and if you have not done so as yet, go back and watch my video on whether I think you should do your master's or not. My most honest view and perspective. But today we will be talking about what my career has taught me thus far. Regarding people, pressure, and purpose in the workplace. It is without a doubt that when you step into the work environment, you meet different kinds of people. You are introduced to new environments, you are introduced to different ways of doing things, and it is important and key that you know how to maneuver this new world, that you know how to connect and reach out to people in this new world. And I thought it would be really valuable, and I hope you do get something out of this video. This is a conversation more than anything. I need you to interact with me. Let me know what your thoughts are regarding this topic, and just let me know if you have any questions or if you would want me to explore more, to speak more around a specific topic, around people, pressure, and purpose in the workplace. One of the biggest struggles that I've had to work with when I stepped into the work environment was getting acquainted with my colleagues. I am a very introverted person, so I tend to not really shy back, but I tend to be quiet, and then observe first and just understand my environment before I can engage, before I can start interacting, before I can start building relationships and talking to people. Now, the workplace is not very kind like that. You will meet a lot of different people. You will meet people who are for you. You will meet people who will become your enemies. You will meet people who will cheer and support you from afar. You will meet people who are or will be gatekeepers in the work environment, and you need to know how to approach and interact with them. So the element of introverts, of being an introvert, doesn't really play well when you are put into a role where you need to be constantly engaging and interacting with other people. And yeah, it took a second for me to put myself out there, but I have found that it is important for you to know the people that you have around you, to understand each and every single one of them, and to know how to approach each and every one of them. I've told you, you will meet people who will be kind to you, you will meet gatekeepers, you will meet your leadership teams, you will have friends, you will have just colleagues, and you will meet people who will become your enemies. In all of these characters, you need to be able to know how to approach any of them. Now, this video is not about how you will be able to interact with all of them. This video is about knowing and building the self-awareness and understanding how your approach is or will be in terms of interaction with people. I feel like I'm struggling to say what I have in mind. Okay, so as a new person, you don't even need to be a new person in the workplace, right? You need to find a way to interact with your friends in the workplace that you meet and create today. You need to find a way to create boundaries with those people, your friends in the workplace. Then there's the colleagues who you purely do work with and interact with on a professional level. You need to find a way to deal with them. Know and understand what the limits are and how you approach each and every single individual, because people are different and you need to understand them in order for you to know that this is how I approach Edna. Okay, when I see Edna, this is what we talk about. First, I check in on her. Edna, how are you doing? How's the family? How's work? How's that project? Okay, what did you do for the holidays? Do you have any plans for December? What is happening? And then there will be El Rato, who is strictly, good afternoon, how are you? I'm alright. Okay, I sent you an email and I haven't received any feedback regarding this, and that. Okay, when can I expect a response? There's a difference. And there will be a ban who is the person you pass by, even though you interact with on a daily basis. That's mostly your leadership people who think they're too serious for life. They will pass you by as if they don't see you, yet you do a lot of work with them. There will be people like that in the workplace, and believe me, I've met some of them, and it's not nice. It's important to understand and know who the gatekeepers are in the workplace so that you are able to maneuver around carefully, so with the goal in mind of what you are actually there to do in the workplace. I think the best thing you can do for yourself before you step into any environment is to know why you're going there, because then that helps you understand this type of people that you come across, and it helps you understand how you're supposed to react. If you want to protect your job, if you want to stay in that job for a very long time, relationships become the most critical point. Guys, there are a lot of political conversations in the workplace, political games rather, that you will come across, and sometimes you won't even be aware of. It's things that you will be put through that you will not even be aware of. And so it's important to know that as much as I am making friends, as much as I have colleagues, as much as I know how to work my way around the gatekeepers, it's also important to identify specific people in the workplace who will be for you, or people who are actually for you, who will root for you, even in your absence. I think the right term for people who root for you in your absence and speak up your name and stand for you in rooms when you're not there is called sponsors. But outside of that, it's also important to know that you have people in your corner who are willing to root for Edna, to fight for you, and to say, Edna delivers and Edna deserves this and that. You will find that in having these important relationships at work, it builds your character, right? It builds your character beyond what you maybe would have hoped for, beyond what you're able to sell as a person, because you have other people championing for you and selling this brand that you have created for you, for yourself. Relationships are important. Even with your enemies that you have in there, there will be that one person who just dislikes you. And I pray that you will be able to rebuke that. But it happens a lot more than we would like to admit, that you have people who are fighting with you without even your knowledge, especially for us, the South African people. We have a lot of those. But in summary, around the people element, getting to work environment and identifying the people around you. Understand which role they play in your professional life. Understand what the boundaries are. Identify ways in which you interact and communicate with them. And establish the necessary boundaries. Right? Okay.